Hey guys, I'm with Mike here at the Onlive booth, and he's going to talk to us about how smaller games like Ravaged can get onto the online service and how it's beneficial to them.
Yeah, hey Samuel. So I'm Mike Miller, run marketing here at Onlive. Onlive is really friendly for indie developers. We think it's a great opportunity for them to get their games onto a cloud platform which reaches millions of users and has the added benefit of being so convenient. Users can play their games on Macs, PCs, televisions, and even Android devices without any additional work from you, the developer. So an indie developer who doesn't have the extra time or the resources to build, let's say, an Android SKU or a Mac SKU, with Onlive can immediately get the benefit of having their game deployed on all those platforms via the cloud gaming service without actually having to do the work to port the game.
So tell us about Ravaged. I know that it's one of the smaller games, the Kickstarter, that's gotten on here.
Yeah, so it's from Two Dawn Games. Great guys from some big studios founded this studio together. It's an online-only multiplayer game with up to 64 players. It uses dedicated servers, and they've been awesome to partner with and give us an exclusive look at Ravaged. So here at E3, Onlive is the only place that you can take a look. They've actually got a couple of kiosks here in the booth where you can play, and then they've actually got a bunch of sort of their testers playing at the same time on the same dedicated servers.
Will there be any exclusive content to the Onlive platform for Ravaged?
Not sure yet. We haven't discussed that or haven't announced any plans for exclusives yet.
When is Ravaged going to be on the online platform?
Ravaged is going to launch late this summer for both Onlive as well as PC.
All right. And what you were telling me about how Onlive has also helped with small indie festivals and stuff.
Absolutely. So we were a sponsor of the IGF this year, the Independent Games Festival at GDC. And we did a special program where we invited about 15 indie developers who had their games nominated for awards at the IGF to bring their games to Onlive, and we showcased them on Onlive for about 2 weeks prior and 1 week after the event. A really cool story is there's a game called FTL that these guys were developing themselves, and they were going to launch a Kickstarter campaign. And they thought, hey, what better way to really drive awareness for this Kickstarter campaign than launch it at the same time the game demo was available on Onlive. They did that. Within the first 2 days, they had met their goal, and by the end of it, I think they had exceeded it by like 400%. Because from the Kickstarter page, they were driving users to the demo on Onlive, and Onlive was driving users back to the Kickstarter page. So it really worked out well for both of us.
So what are some of the great games heading to Onlive later this year?
Oh, so Onlive has some awesome stuff coming up. One of the things we're showcasing here at E3 is Darksiders 2 from THQ. That's coming out in August. It looks to be great, and we've got a preview of it here that you can actually get your hands on and play. Civilization 5, the Gods and Kings expansion, is going to be coming to Onlive as well later this summer. That's going to be a fun one. The other kind of games we've announced are the new South Park, The Stick of Truth. We've announced Metro Last Light, Aliens Colonial Marines, Virtua Tennis 4, The Cave from Sega, Hell Yeah from Sega, obviously the London 2012, the official video game of the Summer Olympics, which we also have an exclusive preview of here at Onlive, and a whole bunch of other great games are going to be coming soon to Onlive this year.
Any great small indie games that you can rep for?
So Deep Black from ByArt looks like it's going to be a really fun one. You know, we've got a couple bits of it in our trailer. An undersea game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, cool. And why don't you explain the subscription process to the viewers?
Sure, absolutely. So that's a common misconception. Onlive is free. Sign up is free. You can access the game service for free from any of your devices, and you can also play 30-minute demos of almost any game for free. You only pay when you actually want to buy a game or subscribe to our optional Play Pack plan. Play Pack is much like Netflix, where you pay a $10 monthly fee and you get unlimited access to a subset of our game library. Currently in Play Pack, there are almost 250 games. Everything from new releases to multiplayer to classic to indie to puzzle games. And it's a great value for anyone who just wants to spend $10 a month and get more games than they could possibly play.
All right. Do you have any other things you'd like to talk to us about?
Well, we've got this great new feature called Multi-View that we just announced here at Onlive. at E3. I don't know if this kiosk is enabled. Let's try it out. Yeah, so multi-view basically takes spectating to the next level. So with Onlive, you could always watch other people play, but it was a very passive experience. You kind of sat back and you just watched in our online arena. With this new feature called multi-view, you can be playing your game and then watch 3 of your friends or 3 of your teammates play. So if you can see right here, I'm continuing to play in my multiplayer game, and my teammates I can now see, so I can coordinate tactics with, I can voice chat with, and if I don't have enough friends online, I can just see other people playing, whether they're my friends or whether they're others. So I can actually control these too, and I can say, I want to find the game that's been the most cheered and watch that person play.
I've heard that there's been lots of problems with trolling and griefing on the online service due to the spectator view and people messaging people nasty stuff about how bad things they play. Is there a way to be private on Onlive?
Absolutely. All of those settings are controllable. So if you want your spectating to be enabled for public, for friends only, or to no one, you have complete control over that. And in addition, you have complete control over the voice chat modes as well. So, by default, when you're watching somebody, you're entered into a voice chat room with them. You can turn that off as well so that you don't have to be bothered or have to listen to other people who are spectating you.
All right, cool. So, any other new features coming to Onlive?
Well, this is what we're here talking about at E3. It's the multi-view, which we think is really cool and really has a lot of great kind of applications, both multiplayer as well as single player with friends.
So will it be easier to invite people now? See if they're on their game or something?
Absolutely. So this feature is currently in closed beta, and we'll be launching it later this year. We're also working on all of those kind of things like game invites, being able to join games from just a link, etc.
And I heard that Onlive's being built into some TVs and some other cable services. You want to talk about that?
So what we announced here at E3 was a partnership with LG to be pre-installed on their G2 series televisions with Google TV. Similar to the way that these smart TVs all have applications pre-installed on them, LG is going to pre-install the Onlive app for Google TV on these devices in a future software update. So that means that you won't need our Onlive game system or a Mac or a PC. You'll just be able to launch it right on your Google TV and have a great experience.
Will it come with the Onlive controller?
So we're working with them right now on potential co-marketing and promotional opportunities to get that controller into the hands of the television owners.
All right. Well, it was good to see you, Mike, and I hope you have a great E3.
All right, thanks, Samuel.